the brim. Take out all the part or pieces like the like all these particles that no exist there.
Well, we'd have to cut my head open and to see where the brain
Head
is.
no exist. Head is no exist. Uh, the first Lisa is no exist. The whole thing brain is exist.
Okay.
First
Maybe
you
we should
look
switch.
yourself.
Maybe we
Lisa,
should.
you cannot find Lisa. Then how you say I have brain? Because you don't find yourself. Then how can find your brain? Brain,
I don't know. It's
Yes,
good
that's
for
it.
me sometimes, but I I have scientists in my family and inventors in my family, so
Uh,
it can be a little bit of a hard concept to grasp. I seem to do okay with it in meditation, but then when it comes to this, like talking about it, I keep going
yeah,
back to the relative level.
yeah. Relative level, you have everything. You have brain. You have you have a head. You can open your head. You can see the brain, and you have day. You have new day. You can wake up. You can go sleep. Or relative truth. But reality, absolutely, Lisa is no exist. Then that's always gone there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now you accepting, yeah? If Lisa is proving permanently exists, then you can proving all this everything, brain, what are you doing, all these things. But first, Lisa is cannot proving permanent exist.
Well, I know I don't. Nothing permanently exists, so I know that
Yes,
part.
yeah. So
But
that's it. Not permanent exist. That so that then we already recognize. So that means like really absolutely no exist. Relatively we exist, yes. So relatively truly exist also, like depending which you follow the teaching means Maya Minka has two different levels there. So the highest one said no true truth, only one.
but didn't you say even the monks debate over this all the time?
You mean monks always debating with that?
Yeah, these relative and non-relative.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, I can see the Soviet are really thinking about absolute truth. Your background, so many islands.
No, yeah, it's a very difficult concept to grasp.
Uh,
I was driving to Marilyn's house earlier today, and I was asking her, Marilyn, if I don't exist, I'm not myself. Um,
uh,
then how did I drive to your house?
that's why you no exist. That's no exist. Soviet drove to Maryland house.
So who's that? Whose arm is it that's on the steering wheel? Like, who's that? Looking out for the traffic.
That is
But
like okay in the dream. So you can drive. You can see the traffic lights. So you can go everywhere. Who's doing that? Who's seeing the traffic lights? Who's the seeing all these traffic? Who's the driving in the dream? So in the dream, they always exist, right?
yeah.
Okay, so same like that. We not talking about like no exist means like no you are no exist impermanent. Like you are no exist means that you are no exist permanently inherently. That's why you can actually die. You can go. If Soviet is really permanently, inherently exist, you cannot die. You cannot go. Because you are permanent, then how can you die? Permanent is like, you cannot change. Like, you get in the car, then you cannot get out. Because you are permanent. You always be in the car, maybe. And then same place all the time. Then your time also cannot change too. When you get in the 10 o'clock a.m. in the morning in your car, so time also paused. 10 o'clock a.m. morning all the time. You are all the time in the car. You cannot drive, time cannot change because it's permanent, inherently exist. So you can drive, you can get in the car, you can get out. Time is changing, that means impermanent, that means emptiness.
Oh, Kempo, does this basically go like there's no time and space connect with that?
What means the time is space?
There is no time and space because there's only now.
No, also no exist because of no, we don't have three times. Time is no exist too.
Right. That's what I
Just think about non-conceptual means non-conceptual. Whatever you're thinking right now is a conceptual thought, conceptual thought. When we say we're going to meditate and the non-conceptual, non-dualistic, so where you get? So know what you're thinking. Your all thoughts, thinking is dualistic, conceptual. So this morning when we teaching is starting yesterday, it's called Lam Thong, Tibetan. Lam Thong means seeing beyond, means no conceptual. So we already went beyond that, but then still your mind is not coming back into the conceptual thoughts again and again. So we say we meditate this morning, low to your mind, recognize mind is no exist. Nothing is in, you can see that. That is you seeing, means like, then that is the non-conceptual. Yeah. So that time is like you know, like no, we mind is like no any abide. Mind is like internally, externally, between external, internally. Mind is no abiding any place. Means free from all this conceptual thought. So sometimes you can accept easily, like when you meditate. Talk teaching is sometimes harder to accept. We say you are no exist. People don't accept that easily. But say, okay, you meditate yourself. Then non-conceptual, don't think anything, no exist anything. They just stay mind resting. Then people usually they accept easily that part. But actually, same thing. When you resting mind in the natural state, that time you are no exist. Because your mind is no exist there. I is no exist, self is no exist. So then you are into that state, you in going into the natural state, meditating. No easy, hardest part is talk about emptiness because beyond our perception and the thoughts. So the one Tibetan master, his name is Genden Chumpo. So he already mentioned about this, like people, whatever you say, people cannot get. The means, like he said, he give examples of nomad kid. Nomad kid, you know, nomads, like who's the farmer and the nomads, yeah, nomad kid. They only follow the animals. Then they didn't eat candy before. They only eat yogurt and milk. So then someone talk about the candy, then the maybe same with yogurt or maybe same with milk. So go back and forth these two thinking only. The never can get thinking get candy, candy like sewage. They never get their own mind. So right now we are that kind of situation. That's why whatever we talk, non-conceptual, we say non-conceptual, yeah, it's something like no exist there, no thought. You can accept that, but then we say you are no exist, we are no exist. Then we cannot accept that because it's so strong. Self is so strong. I and self. So many lifetimes we already strongly habitual at the self and the I, and we didn't have a practice meditate emptiness before. We never hear actually you are no exist. Then people scared. Someone say you are no exist. Then say, wow, I'm exist here. What are you talking about? I'm exist. So then, how you existed, then you really love to yourself, not really existed there. Same is right now. See, we're seeing each other. It's, what are you seeing? There is no exist there, but you can see.
Okay, I have a question.
Then I cannot see you. Yes.
Oh, you can't see me?
No. I mean, if you are exist, I cannot see you, but exist. That's why I can see you.
Okay, does the Sangha exist at the absolute level?
Buddha, Sangha, Dharma, no exist. Do you chant the Heart Sutra? No path, no cessation. No cessation means no nirvana exists.
Okay, so how do bodhisattvas help everyone liberate?
That is like relative truth, not absolute truth.
So bodhisattvas only exist at the relative level?
Bodhisattvas benefiting who has delusions. So no delusions, then bodhisattvas, no delusions, everyone wake up already, then the bodhisattva also no need to benefit anyone. No one deluded, right? So no everyone is deluded. So someone already no delusions. So then someone waking up for us. There also has one good example, another, I don't know who said that. I think it's a Chandakirti. So what he says, like two people sleeping, that both has a nightmare. So someone is already wake up there, so then he recognized both are deluded. There is like so nightmare, both has a nightmare dream. So then he telling them you deluded, but these two people who was in the nightmare deluded, they don't recognize what they're going on. So they don't get. So like that, like delusion is like right now we in the nightmare. So all these nightmares is like exist for that person. So who wake up that person, that nightmare, what going on? The two persons are sleeping, they both have the nightmares going on. That perceptions, so who's wake up, they don't have that any perceptions. Who's in the sleeping, who has nightmare, this both that's going on delusions, nightmares, suffering in there. So someone he recognized that is not exist, but he telling these two This is no exist, but the other two is still in the dreaming, it cannot get. So until wake up, we don't recognize we have nightmare and the delusion. So actually nightmare delusion is exists for who are sleeping, who has that nightmare, whose person is wake up, that person no subject, no object, both are no for him. So no, what we're talking about samsara and the nirvana, that is like, long as we have a samsara, then we have a nirvana. One ground, two path, two results. So Kenda Zambu prayer said that, right? One ground means one nature, but two path means like can go to samsara or can go to nirvana. Two results means samsara and nirvana. So actually, samsara and nirvana both are no exist. Who really wake up there? Who has samsara, then there has nirvana. Who don't have samsara, then that person also no nirvana. Long as samsara is exist, then nirvana is exist. So samsara is gone, then no nirvana there too. So now we have samsara, that's why we have a bodhisattva, we have a nirvana. One day you gone, perception, your delusions are gone, you wake up, then no samsara exists there, then no nirvana too. Because nirvana is opposite of the samsara.
Dualistic, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just maintain my unknowing state.
Yes. So we have to meditate and go into the non-dualistic, non-conceptual. We have to find ourselves, own experience. Then if you really study this Mayaminka teachings, you can understand like you have like intellectually experience. Oh yeah, it makes sense. 100% truth, like you get certainty. Then you say no exist. Yeah, okay, no exist. Exist. Then you say, oh yeah, exist. It means what means exist? No exist. It's what? Where is your no exist?
Okay, so that leads to my next question.
Yes.
In Vipassana meditation, does this help you further understand what you're trying to learn? In other words, let's say I do Vipassana meditation, and then I go read a sutra. And 6 months later, I go back and read the sutra again after meditating Vipassana. So I will better understand the sutra as a result of the meditation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So you can like study this Vipassana and then meditate and going to read the sutra, then you really make sense, understand.
Okay.
Actually, we think about here. Everyone, I think mostly everyone read the Heart Sutra. But then Heart Sutra then say no I, no nose, no form, no feelings, no cessation, no nirvana. Then that time no one has like thinking about wow, this is no exist. Why is it they say like that, right?
It creates a lot of questions, yes, but some of the sutras do actually answer questions, right?
Yes. Actually, when you read the Heart Sutra, actually, all this right now, what we're talking about, already in there. Already in the Heart Sutra there.
I have a question. How come the Heart Sutra we would maybe see or read now is so much shorter, when I think one that I practiced before or tried to help practice was like over 8,000 words in Tibetan, and it took like days and days to do. So how did they condense so much information into one little short thing in English?
You mean Heart Sutra? Yeah, there has so many different texts, so many. And volumes, so many, 100 text, 100 volumes of Buddha's text in translation to Tibetan language. So Heart Sutra is one of part of that. And then some is more longer than that. Example, no I means like then no I is only follow that like couple pages. No ears, then follow that on no ears, like goes like maybe 10, 20 pages.
Wow.
That's so many other books. Like in Heart Sutra, just say no I only, right? One word. So others like no I means like no I. So like long way.
Thank you.
Yeah. And this is not right now our difficulty for understanding emptiness. During the Buddha time, but he didn't share this teaching. So he said, I recognize performed emptiness teaching, but I cannot show anyone because people don't understand. Yeah. So then when he started teaching, he didn't talk about this emptiness teaching first. He shared only Four Noble Truth, karma, cause, and the effect, or sharing this teaching like meditation, like for mindful meditation part, or is like first step beginner, easy to understand, easy to accept the things. Yeah. So he shared that teaching. Then think about in the one day he shared this teaching in the virtual pig. So his story says like some people say heart attack. Heart attack means like you know exists. The people get heart attack. So that's why Heart Sutra sometimes people say name is a heart attack. And many arhats, they're close to the air. Even this his Buddha's followers, they say that. And then some says like they get heart attack too. So it's no, we're talking about that. So we don't get heart attack. That's also very good, We have a Mahayana capacity. So when we talk about in the patient last week, in the 6 parameter, they talk about the patient. One patient is you can, not scared, don't get heart attack in you hearing this performed absolute truth teaching. This is the patient, the highest level patient is you can accept that. Do you remember that? You didn't remember? Anyone remember or no? We did it in the talk about this 6 parameter.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's I can share with you here. It says okay, patience also refer to the mind that is able to handle the meaning of dharmata, autonomic truth, without shrinking away in fear. It's page 42, but the end of page 42. So you can handle this vipassana. Then that is your patience. Patience also refer to the mind that is able to handle the meaning of dharmata, autonomic truth, without shrinking away in fear. So many people get fear because talk about like, okay, you know exist, then people get fear. Actually, you know exist, then you release fears. But that, where does that fears come from? Because of self. So strong self we have. That's why you get fear, like no exist. You get fear. Reality, where is fear is come from? Because it's a self. If you really recognize, you know, it's here is the, you know, hinder the meaning of dharmata, autonomic truth. You really recognize that no fears. Then you free from fears. So know why we have fears, because we have self. And someone say you know exist, you have so strong self, that's why you get fears.
So why do we think? Why do we think we have? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, do you remember the kind example prayer says, like all these 3 realms is like going on something like, you know, kind of a like disaster, hurricane or something going on. No fears, Bodhisattvas, no fears realizes. Free from fears. 6 object and Dantami. All these 3 realms is like you know, destroying or going like dissolving. Never get fears, Bodhisattvas realizes. Yes, so nobody your question?
So why do we have more patience now than we did 10 years ago, for example? What contributed to our higher capacity?
So that means like 2 things, you get more patience, right? 2 things. So one is like you practice a relative truth, like love and compassion, then you get patience. Then the absolute truth, like you really realize like self is not exist, then that is the absolute truth, patience arise. So now our patience right now, our patience more is like come from relative truth practice. No, I don't think so. Like absolute truth practice arise patience. See, that's Bodhisattvas like has absolute truth practice. That's why they don't have fears. So that is the absolute truth patience. So someone make you very hard, you no angry for that. That means like relative truth patience you have practice. Because maybe you practice more love, compassion. That's why you comes compassion. You have patience.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Sandra, what are you thinking about? You're really analytical, yeah? You're saying analytical. Investigating yourself, investigating more phenomena.
Yes, because this was the assignment from your course, you know, to do these meditations, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, and I would get stuck. I could only, you know, you're supposed to meditate on selflessness of self for like 10 hours or something. And I was like, I would just do the same thing over and over. I was just stuck, really. You know, it's so nice to be able to ask you questions.
Yes. Then what is your question more?
Well, right now, I'm just wondering really some silly things like, I wonder what movies you've seen. Like, have you ever seen, you know, like, have you ever seen The Matrix? Have you ever seen that movie?
I don't know. Sometimes I see the movie, but I don't know the name. Sorry about it.
Oh, there are just certain things that are out there that have this little bit of Buddhist philosophy that comes through. It's very,
Uh,
it'd be fun to hear what you thought, sometime if you come across something. Yeah.
I agree. That would be a fun movie to watch with Kempa.
That's a
uh,
that's a really good idea. Yeah.
Also, there's a TV show called, oh, the name flew out of my head. I'll think of it. I mean, there's a TV show right now. Oh, The Good Place. It's got maybe 4 seasons. I think it's on Netflix, and it's kind of Buddhist. It's
mm,
really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, that one too. There was also the one, Russian Doll, where she dies and it was like the recurring hell you were talking about, because she keeps dying every day until she starts doing more, living more ethically. I think that every day she just keeps dying every day, same way over and over, and Groundhog Day too.
mm. Yeah, this actually all these movies is always like Buddhist teaching. All movies talk about karma, cause and effect. Then some movies talk about delusion,
A lot of songs and music has the same.
Yeah. So, but that we does like that, but we don't accept that. We recognize some ways, we don't accept some ways. Like example, this who create a movie, the person all followed by karma, cause and effect. But then they talk about the person say, you know like karma, cause and effect. They say I don't know karma, cause and effect. They don't accept karma, cause, but they create like everything does things karma, cause and effect. Then this all technologies we can see right now. This shows like emptiness. What means emptiness? Like Buddha said, Heart Sutra, no, I see you, but I can say your form is not exist. It's empty. Empty is I can see, Then seeing emptiness, no eye, no nose, no, but this is not really exist. I cannot hold you like nothing can touch you, right? Talk, but can see everything. That's all. It's emptiness. Very thinking about. So you are in the sky. That's also emptiness too. So when you use the virtual background, you can disappear into the space, like coming back, right? That is exactly emptiness. Like we are like that, empty. So when you disappear, it's gone. When you come back again, it's a birth. Actually, they don't have a birth and a death. Like free from that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Well, so when I suffer, then I suffer more because I'm suffering.
What means?
If I'm suffering, then I get upset because I'm suffering. So I suffer more.
Yes, relatively, yes, relatively truly, yes. When
It's
you are
true.
suffering, you upset, you are more suffering. But
Yeah.
reality, absolutely, actually, who's suffering? Like first, suffering is no exist.
Right, I know, but like some cause of suffering has done something, and then I'm upset because somebody has caused suffering and I'm suffering, and then I'm like, okay, so that's the problem.
Yes. Okay. So that is relative truth. Yes, what you says is like we just suffering, then we more upset, more suffering. That is all regular beings does. That is our regular beings, ordinary beings does like that. But Dharma practitioner means the suffering is try to take into the path. So that's the difference, like practitioner and regular ordinary people. So ordinary being means like when suffering, the upset and create more suffering. So practitioners are suffering, their suffering is used to object of meditation, and then the purify karma. Yeah.
Okay. I do that too, but sometimes
so
I
we
get,
talk-
yeah, but it's
relative-
balance.
Everyone get easy. Talk about absolute truth is hard. We already talked beyond our perception and thoughts. So whatever we talk, we not easy to get in here because it's always a conceptual thought. Absolute truth is non-conceptual. You think about that, no door. So you're using this one and your brain and thinking about it is conceptual, right? Conceptual. So then where we get non-conceptual, we bring into the conceptual.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
part I
so-
can do.
So actually, non-conceptual means like whatever we think is not, cannot recognize no conceptual, no capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then just more bodhicitta.
Yes, better bodhicitta, and then slowly recognize, but study is emptiness. Then you understanding more Buddhist teaching, reality, absolute truth.
Yeah.
So relative truth, only you think about it, like no really make sense anything if without absolute truth. So actually we talk about relative truth. Of course, we are in the stuck right now. Relative truth is so easy to get. Oh yeah, makes sense for us. Oh yeah, I have to do that. Then really, why this happening or this relative truth is a function? Is why is this is function like kind of behind it is absolute truth.
But I'm like suffering because I'm disappointed in other beings. So like I should have compassion, right? This is compassion side.
Yes. So you can use.
Because if I'm suffering and then I'm like upset because now I want other people to be high-minded, but then I'm disappointed because they're just people. That's causes more suffering for me. But then there's the compassion side.
So yes, it's who has this absolute truth, realize. Then there no upset anyone because this object is emptiness. Then no one exists there, so nothing is upside. And we are in the relative truly okay. So we have to cultivate the love and the compassion for the person. Practice patience, and that helps for release our anger. And they absolutely, actually, no one create suffering us. No one in enemies existed there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I don't think they're my enemies. And then they do stuff and it's like, but you're not my enemy. But I love you. Why are you doing that? So then I suffer. But then, okay.
Okay, so that means like you have someone is in your mind is exist permanently. So recognize that person does not exist.
Or that it's
Then
relative and impermanent, right?
Then where the goes, like then that you're not thinking about it. The person does not exist. Then we don't have to upset it, right?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Well,
So Kempo,
Yes.
so can I just rephrase
Thank you.
that a little bit? So what your answer to Karen's question then was in the absolute level, because no one really exists. Therefore, there's really no emotions, nothing, and therefore you don't need bodhicitta. But it's actually in the relative truth, because in the relative truth, then everybody still have the I, and
Yes.
because we have the I, and therefore we suffer from various thoughts and emotions, and therefore we have to generate bodhicitta only to subside those emotions.
Yes, the subside these emotions and also realize absolute truth.
Okay.
And realize absolute truth, then still this bodhicitta, power of bodhicitta aspiration is so strong, still benefit others, even no exist, but still benefit for others.
So once you reach the absolute truth level, then basically
Yes.
you don't really need any of the Dharma that we're studying.
Yes, say yes is better, because no path is dharma, right? No path, no cessation. Do you read the Heart Sutra, right? No path, no cessation. So dharma also no exist. Of course, Buddha is no exist, absolutely. Yeah. Samsara is no exist.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But your question is like example, this bodhicitta is like we practice bodhicitta, we realize absolute truth. So we recognize like we are no exist, samsara is no exist, but so many other beings, for them is exist samsara. So then we already reaching the nirvana or absolute truth realization. Then our bodhicitta, the aspiration, the so strong, the power, that benefit for who stuck in the nirvana. That power is actually bodhicitta, or of course it's like no inherently permanently no exist, but benefit for others because of power. That's the core power of bodhicitta.
But why do you need to benefit others if you already are at the absolute truth level?
But they're not benefiting yourself. That means benefiting who stuck in the samsara for them. Okay, like example, you, not you, but just someone like, okay, leave like heritage for family, right? So that person is gone, but the person who is gone, they don't need anything, right? They can no need that because they're already gone. So then the heritage benefit the who left, who's behind the left, they can use that, they can benefit for them. So like that. Make sense? Like example, so someone going to pass away, going to go away, and then whatever the donation to the like someone like, where is the disasters? Where is the no food, no clothes? So the person is no need, they're gone, but they benefit all others. So bodhicitta is like that, you know. Our practice is like even you gone, but you are no exist there anymore. But the benefit, where is who's the stuck someone in the other beings?
Okay.
But can the bodhisattva suffer? I mean, if you come here, say you take bodhisattva vows and then you reincarnate, you come here and you're here and you want to benefit sentient beings, but still sometimes you suffer. I mean, like you can know absolute truth, but we're here.
So, okay, realize the bodhisattva is no suffering.
But how? If they come here, you have a body
The essence of the place is suffering.
Okay, relative truth, Bodhisattvas are suffering because they don't have a realization of absolute truth. And even there's courage, you have to do something other benefit others, but still they have a suffering.
Okay,
Who
so
has
it just has to pass
absolute-
through. Okay,
Yeah, who
go
already
ahead.
absolute truth level, no suffering, because same is like shows, showing for others, like no exist, they recognize, already emptiness. So someone create a movie.
But
So
isn't emptiness
yeah,
impermanent too?
Karen, like think about it. So people create movie, right?
Yeah.
So this heroes so much suffering in the movie. You watch it, there's so much suffering. That person was actually suffering who created that movie. No, they're not suffering.
So I guess
Like
that's
Oliver Stone? Okay, go ahead.
so I guess in that sense, then we can say all the doctors and nurses right now who are caring for the patients, we can
Yes.
basically say they're bodhisattvas because they're here
Yes.
to help. But
Yes.
if let's say a patient dies, but they don't feel any emotion or sadness when somebody dies, then so that makes them bodhisattvas, because I mean they themselves are not affected emotionally by the event.
It's like Vulcan.
But they are there to help if it's needed.
So that is like very generally, like that is always followed by individual person in there. So who working in the hospital, like benefiting like patients, like have to follow by individual. Then individual has a different, it's mind intention, different levels. So we cannot put like everything the same or like different. Like it's followed by individual level. So that's we cannot give you answer one, because we have to follow one person pick out what he does. Then we have to look what these people. So one doctor or specifically, then what he does, what is this person's motivation he doing. So we have to look that way. Then we have to give answer.
I have a question, maybe more to the relative level, but when we talk about things like obstructors and enemies and those kind of things, when we come to that part, or we're even like meditating compassion towards those who may hate on us, I don't feel like I have obstructors or enemies in my life, and I don't feel like I have people that hate me. So I don't know if that is some type of wrong thinking in my mind. If I were to go through everybody I know, I would not say one of them is an enemy or an obstructor or a hater. So does that mean then they only exist, I would assume, on the relative level?
So that's the relative level, and the obstacles, enemies means like, even we don't have right now specifically someone no harming for you, no any enemies, like you cannot bring anyone into your mind, but you can think about some people who harming for others and create suffering for others. Just bring that kind of person into your mind and wish them have happiness and wish them benefit. So that's like, become, it's courage to Bodhisattva's courage mind.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, like most people like cannot bring like anyone like in the mind, the enemy means like harder to bring. But then you just someone like you doesn't like not pleasant person, or someone harming for others. So you can bring that person into your mind. Yeah. So then you think that person has happiness, that person is free from suffering. If you can do that, then your minds become opened. That's
So the-
actually really helps you and release your karma, and the same time create a good karma, and the same time, you know, like purify of course, like negative karma, create good karma, and your minds become opened and grow in your qualities.
So think about those that are harming others. Not if there's nobody
Yeah,
that
you
we
can think,
think of that's harming ourselves. Think of those
Mm.
people who are harming others,
Yes.
or obstructing
Yes.
others, or hating others.
yes, yes. Mm.
So Kempo, when, let's say you're
Yes.
meditating on someone that is harming others, and like this happened, you think you're angry with them, but then as you meditate, you really feel sorrow instead. Like when you go down deeper, is that what should be happening? And then the compassion?
The compassion is a positive feeling, not negative, right?
Yeah.
So if sometimes like we see our like practitioner, like Dharma practitioner, brothers, sisters, thinking about, you know, or compassion with like emotion together. So that is like kind of not pure compassion.
Mhm.
So what means like you have a compassion, but at the same time you doesn't like someone, right?
You're right.
So you just strongly, okay, this person doing wrong things, like he harming for others. So you also have angry with that, and so then that is like you know we create our emotions.
Right.
So no practitioner means like someone harm for others. So then you recognize that person is created causes of suffering. You comes strong compassion to that person. So then you're not angry for that person. So that is called compassion. Not upset with others. Like if you upset, then that is already emotion. So you know create a compassion.
But it's disappointing.
For example, like someone, even you disappointing or like you just whatever, like see someone harming for others, that person not really harming for yourself, for you. So you actually someone harming for others, you angry with that person because he doing these wrong things and he harm for others. So you angry and disappointing whatever happening, and that is emotion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that is not the Dharma. That is just regular people, ordinary people, just like that. But Dharma is like, you know, you recognize that that person is create causes of suffering. We're talking about causes of suffering. When we meditate compassion, we wish the free from causes of suffering. So someone create causes of suffering, you come strong compassion to that person, not upset, not disappointing. So then compassion comes, that mind is like not disappointing mind. That mind is not upset. So it's pure compassion. It's positive feeling, not negative. Upset is a negative feeling. Disappointing is a negative feeling. So that is like some difference. Like you really practice compassion, or you just, you know, does the same thing is like ordinary people does. Sometimes like we misunderstand that section. Like people think I'm doing compassion, but actually not doing compassion create emotion.
Okay.
So really have to recognize that situation, understanding clearly. So you create emotion, or you really comes compassion to them.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to be quiet now because
Yeah,
my daughter's here.
Compassion is the most important is the compassion is recognize someone create causes of suffering. So we wish they're free from causes of suffering. That is a compassion. Yes.
I have a question about interdependent origination and dependent arising. Are those, a lot of times we talk about, you've talked quite a bit about dependent, and then there's interdependent origination. So are those two separate things, or are they based upon the same principle, which I think really ties into emptiness too, correct? Is that?
Yes, I think it's like same principle. So it's ties to the emptiness, yes. Dependently arising is like just where's this things come from arising? It's like it's dependently arising. Everything is dependent means we're not talking about arising, just always interdependent. So then that is emptiness actually, because no any source, no really inherently permanently exists, like no source there. So we already talked that today a lot.
And so then if we talk interdependent origination, that's very similar because it's dependent upon we're interdependent, so we're dependent upon other, we're dependent.
Dependent origination is like, maybe we're talking about where does the suffering come from? Suffering come from is dependent origination. You mean that one?
Interdependent origination.
Interdependent origination.
Yeah. I don't know if the terms were really the same or if they were actually different, or if there's kind of a different, a lot of times you'd hear interdependent origination, but now you hear a lot about dependent arising or a dependent. So I didn't know if there's just kind of a new, not new, but it's a little different way of translating. I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
So there actually we follow by the what is the like subject. Sometimes we have to use dependent arising. Sometimes we have to use independent, dependent. Sometimes we have to use dependently, like what is the origination. So that is, I think, it's followed by subject. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So the main point is just always like not really any inherently source, but always come from just causes conditions many together. So that means
Both
actually no exist, right?
Mm-hmm. So both of them would have that basis then. If you were, or things were arising from interdependent origination, they would be dependent upon more than one factor. And dependent would also be things arising through being dependent upon other factors, correct? Does that sound right?
I really don't know. That is all the translators, like translations and the using the words. I don't know.
Different words.
That good English.
Debbie, I looked it up.
Oh.
It's exactly what you just said.
Okay.
It's interdependent origination is translated as dependent origination or dependent arising.
Okay.
Which is the key of the doctrine. And it says, if this exists, that exists. If this ceases to exist, then that also ceases to exist. So perfect.
Okay, thank you. So that's what you've been saying too with dependent, too, Khenpo, that whatever exists is dependent upon something else existing. Whatever doesn't exist is dependent upon something else not existing. You can't have one without the other.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Thank you.
One without not possible.
Yeah.
I think my head's going to explode.
Let it explode.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a meditation question.
Okay.
When there's times when in meditation where I just, many thoughts come up. It's like watching a movie. So they come, they go, they're impermanent, and I just let them go many times. Now, is it better to just let them go, or is it better to look at them and figure out what's going on?
So that's a different situation. Some you have to let it go. Some it's like just have to look what is going on, what is that, Yeah.
So it's a matter of choice, I guess.
Yeah, just you have to know that let go, or just you have to look to what is going on. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you decide?
That's just difference. First, you have to recognize the situation. Then some is like let go, right? So, okay, can you say again, EDG, your questions there? Maybe I'm missing part.
No, thoughts, it seems like thoughts are going to come and go no matter what you do. Okay, so,
Yeah.
So in meditation, I just let them go most of the time.
Yes.
Because they're impermanent. I mean, it comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. And then once in a while, I guess I latch on to one, but and think about it. But so that was my question. Should I just keep letting them go, or should I try and focus more on why they're there to begin with?
Okay, so it's when you are in the meditation, everything is let go. No holding anything in the meditate. Whatever thought comes, emotion comes, or whatever situation arises, like let go. Yeah, in the pause meditation, so some situations you have to let it go. Some situations you have to know is let go or not. So you have to recognize it, that is, in the meditation, everything have to let it go. That's better.
Okay, in other times during meditation, I want to analyze it and so the meditation turns into contemplation.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you say? Can you say again that? Meditation and contemplation?
When I sometimes I go into meditation and I start thinking about something and I just try to figure out why I'm thinking about it. So I'm contemplating. I try to make sense out of it.
Yes. So when you are in the meditate, whatever these things comes, like no rejecting, no accepting. Main point is no accepting. Don't follow that.
Yes.
Because a good thing is like you recognize you have something appear to your mind, then don't figure out that this is correct or not. Otherwise, your mind is like then cultivating, like follow the thought.
Okay. Okay. So now contemplation is something you do outside of meditation then.
The contemplation and the resting mind meditation, we have two difference, right? So contemplation, meditation, then that time you read the book and the listening, teaching, and you figure out in the absolute truth, what means like really absolute truth, figure out that is correct, that is contemplate meditation. So when you rest in meditation, then don't contemplate anything.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So where you are, you have to recognize, right? When you read the book, listening, teaching, you are at the contemplation, meditation. So when we say, okay, we meditate, like sit down and relax your mind, that time is like you're not contemplating. Then that is called resting mind meditation. Yeah.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question, Campbell. Now.
Yes.
So we're doing meditation to help us develop some kind of a habit, right? So that during meditation, we'll let go all the feelings, let go all whatever that is bothering us, and then that should develop into some habit, so that we can apply to real life situation. If say we'll only during meditation, we can let go of everything, and then in real life, whenever you encounter some kind of situation, then you become this crazy, angry person. So I'm a little confused here. So you said post meditation, you don't.
Okay. Okay. So, meditation is like Gom, like Tibetan Gom is a habituation.
Right.
Meditation, habituate. So we actually, samsara habituation is so strong, we have to change that meditation habituate, letting go. Samsara is grasping, right? Fixation. Meditation is like let go, no fixation, no grasping. So you create that and habituate. In the meditation, you then let go all the thoughts, emotions. So you habituate that strong in the meditation. Then that is applied to daily life. In the daily life, then it's like you transforming, changing. The post meditation is change, changing. So when you in the meditations, your meditation to go right direction is become more is successful. That you recognize in the post meditation, because post meditation in your daily activities is you really benefit for that. Then your in the meditation is benefiting. See, you just think about meditate and like calm and peace, relax your mind, and become let go all the thoughts, emotions. So you meditated that often and often. Then you go back to in the daily life. So less emotion arise, less thought arise. In your mind is generally more peace. Even thought, emotion comes, you recognize. So you can let it go. So become, of course, like this in meditation practices transform the post meditation.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, thank
So
you.
We have separate. We regular people has post meditation in the meditation too. So then all the way up to enter like higher level, become enter Buddha. They have a little bit, even Bodhisattvas also has like in the meditation and the post meditation separate. But when it's become Buddha, then no post meditation.
Right.
Always in the
meditative state.
Yeah, so now we have so separated strongly, right? Different. So when you practice and meditate, it's become like this. Merge, goes close. Become it's one, it's no separate. Post meditation, then meditation.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So would that be the same for contemplative meditation or for Vipassana meditation too? Like that's resting meditation. That's resting meditation where your mind is becoming, your mind is becoming quieter, and then post meditation, maybe you're not as reactive. But if you're doing Vipassana meditation, then you're looking at you're listening to the teachings and you're meditating on, letting go of phenomena or letting go of self, then post-meditation, how would that look then? Is there a post-meditation for Vipassana?
The post meditation, just each meditation has a post meditation. We are always in the you are not in the meditation, then called post meditation. So now we are in the analytical meditation right now we are. So when we finish this, then we are already go into the post meditation. So then you go yourself, maybe resting mind meditation. Then you are in the meditation. When you finish that, it's post meditation. So that's like, each meditation has that pause and, meditation. So what is the Debbie, your main question is, I don't understand.
I was just wondering what the effects are on our post-meditation when you're doing analytical meditation. Like that was a really good, helpful example about when you're doing resting meditation. You go back out and, your mind, you maybe don't react as quickly, you recognize,
Yes.
Does Vipassana do the same thing? Is it just helping you recognize this self-grasp?
Every meditation has that positivity, change your post meditation.
Mm-hmm.
See, you meditate for thoughts meditation. That helps your daily life. That means like actually it's post meditation. Helps for post meditation. And love meditation, less anger arises in the post meditation. So compassion meditation, you have more patience in the post meditation. So then intellectually, right now we're doing, this is called intellectual analytical meditation. So then in the post meditation, you have more understanding. You have more wisdom. Yeah, in the resting mind and the shamatha vipassana, when you are in the post meditation, your mind is calm and peace, like more relaxed, like you recognize emotional thoughts comes. So that's all the benefit in the post meditation.
Okay, thank you. That's very helpful.
So then post meditation is transformed, it's depending in the meditation. Your meditation, in the meditation, you have strong practice. Then that's really benefit post meditation. So this morning I shared this, like, see, in the meditation, like we are into meditate, like someone has realized that in the meditation, maybe it could be same, but go back to post meditation, it become different. So who has realized this, come back to in the post meditation, they're like almost post meditation, almost they can take to the meditation. But regular people just then go back to reality, ordinary world.
So Kamala, we're learning all these different kinds of meditation method. So then in real life, we will come across, of course, all kinds of different situations. So we can then use different methods to apply to different situation, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, so that's the reason. So we have to use these different meditations to help for different situations. See, I share this like 4 thought meditations. Like each one has a specific benefit in different situations. So that's the reason we have to apply these 4 thought meditation, because these 4 different situations always arise in the samsara. First, precious human body, because we don't recognize what we are, what we have opportunity. So then we get sad. You meditate precious human body, you recognize yourself opportunity and release sadness. Meditate impermanent, release attachment, fixation. Then meditate, the karma cause and the effect, we does all things like become correctly, meaningfully in the post-meditation. Understanding samsara, defect of samsara, you recognize, or whatever samsara problems, you realize, okay, yeah, the samsara is like this. So no, we want to liberate it. So that's all it's a benefit into the post-meditation daily life. Then love, compassion, same thing. Like you meditate the love, you feel is like very close to other people, everyone, and no really boundaries there, no deviations. You know, you get more equanimity and no bias. Then compassion, get more patient and less anger. So then think about this, all benefit in the life. Shamatha meditation, your mind becomes stable. Vipassana meditation, realize absolute truth. So I wanted to get absolute truth. So that is the summarize, right? It's all this meditation what we share. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No time to meditate, so you have to do yourself meditation. We finish your time and also extra time is gone. Almost half hour, almost extra. Thank you, all the questions.
I have one more quick question. Is
Yes.
it possible to spontaneously do more than one type of meditation at one time?
Could be. Could be, yes.
Because I feel like if you ever see me closing my eyes while you're teaching, it's not because I'm falling asleep, it's because I feel like, I don't know, it seems like if you say relax your mind even when you're teaching, it feels like a trigger goes off in my brain that wants to instantly put me into a meditative state. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, you can do like maybe one time, twice, means like actually it's you doing one meditation, like example, you shamatha meditating. You're in there already, you have a patience. In there you have already morality. In there you have a joyful effort. You see, all this is like one together coming. You're doing one all this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So now I'm going to chant the prayer. So now we're going to chant the English. So Marilyn going to share the screen, so we're going to chant the English. Senda, please read Cha Master. English.
Okay. Emaho. In the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha, boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion, and on the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of Dewa Chen. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessing of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teata pensadriya awabodhanaya soha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri, the warrior, realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Drikumpal Ratnashri, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. So we finish Saturday, Sunday teaching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Campo.
Campo.
Please read the
Thank
today
you,
what we
Campo.
say yesterday. Read. You have to read and get into your head.
Thank you, Campo.
Please
No suffering for suffering.
Campo, what's our
don't let your homework eat by dog, okay?
I
So
can't
what's our-
meditate. My dog had to go out.
Some is like you already gone. I recognize what we talked last week. In this stage. That means you did it again.
So what's our schedule this week, Kempo? We have special day coming up, right? At the end of the week, too?
Oh, it's
Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
So Friday, holiness, Gyeongjamgon Chechang's birthday celebration, and we're going to send the Zoom, but Zoom is only guests there in the guest. Who is the guest? So you can watch the Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Right now we're sharing the Facebook Live. This Facebook Live. So then I think all other Dharma centers also going to share their own Facebook Live.
What time?
And time is o'clock. So 11 o'clock starting. Gachen Rinpoche will be there. And then we're going to do Lama Chupa. You can download from God Dharma website. We already put in the God Dharma the website the Lama Chupa Sadhana. You can download there. And then what do we need? Then you don't need anything. Just watch live. So have 6 different lineages, Tibetan lineages, guest speakers. And then this North America, the office Tibet representative Holiness Dalai Lama and office exile government representative. And then Dalai Lama niece and also speaking behalf of ICT. And so that's it we have. Then we have some singers. Yes, singers. So people sing Tibetan singer and American Canadian singers too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's good. Great.
So you see the flyer, right? You receive flyer. Yeah.
Marilyn, you could screen share.
Oh, okay.
Did you say you were going to sing, Kempo?
I'm going to say yes. I'm saying every day. I'm a hong om sar sanje nama tayeta. Every day I'm singing.
The second.
Saying every day. Om mani padme hong. Om mani padme hong.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
11 a.m. Eastern.
So it's 11 a.m. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. So this the Tibetan is like all North America Digong Kagyu Dharma centers and organized, led by Gachen Rinpoche, all this spiritual Dharma spiritual director also and here we put the spiritual monastics. So that's the Tibetan we have. Okay, so then do you have any question there?
No, thank you.
So the holiness picture behind there has a chakra. That day is like Chinkortichi is Buddha's the first teaching that day. Chungkor teaching. So he was born the Chungkor teaching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's the reason Holiness Chetan birthday is not followed by Western calendar. So always put in the Chungkor teaching, like followed by Tibetan calendar.
Whatever day that falls on in the Western calendar, then I say.
Yes. So when is the Chungkor teaching, then that is birthday. So that's very simple, easy.
That is. Great. And the rest of the schedule for the week will be the same, right? We'll have 11
Yes.
and Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, great.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
Sewa.
night.
Good
Bye.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Everyone. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kempo.
Kempo.
Thank you.
Bye.